some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Lodge, the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse. As Beverly High School is going to take on next door neighbor, the Danvers Falcons, in a Northeastern Conference volleyball matchup. I'm Rich Francis. I'll be bringing you all the action today as the 2-1 Panthers take on the 1-3, or so at least we believe from Max Preps, Danvers Falcons. Beverly played yesterday and they beat Saugus 3-0. Julia Marks was the high player with 5 kills and 4 blocks. 4 others had 4 kills. Reese Quietek, Fiona Long, and Lydia Miedema were all in on the action. Miedema also had 3 blocks. Quietek had 9 aces in that match, Long with 4, 18 as a team. Also, Manuela Wabel was in there with 4 kills as well. Danvers lost to, coming in at 3-1, has lost to Barnstable, Peabody, and Bishop Fenwick. They lost to Fenwick in their last matchup, 3-1. And I have them here as beating Gloucester, but I don't know if that was an official game or a scrimmage because I could only get information from Max Preps. So anyway, we try what we can. We don't have a sports information guy here. So, all right, so the Panthers are going to take on a Falcons team that is led by Angie Joko. She's the big hitter on this squad. She's the middle blocker, middle hitter. We're also going to see a couple other experienced players. Gabriella Lindemann, known for her serving, leads the team in aces, or at least did last year. So we're going to take a look at this roster here. I'm going to try to write a couple things down, and then we'll be right with you. All right, I think I got everything I need for now anyway. So the teams had their coin flip, and Danvers going to start the action with Isabella D'Souza, the setter on this team. Joko is going to be joined up front by Autumn Buckley, Gabriella Lindemann, who we had mentioned earlier. The libero, Hadley Brown, wearing number 5. And I can't see the number on the player next to Hadley, but we'll see that in just a second. And the serve, deep serve. Quietek with the pass. Gonna go outside. Jane Cosmas getting the start out there today. Nice dig there. Nice save, tight one. And we're gonna call point to Danvers. Cosmas trying to get there, came under just a little bit. Danvers also out there, defensive specialist Lauren Garofalo, number 1 out there. So Danvers takes a 1-0 lead. Long, out of bounds. Althea Pisani-Gross getting the black shirt today as the libero. Sophia Balducci nursing a couple of nagging injuries, but she will be in there as a defensive specialist. Reese Quietek back there to serve. As we mentioned, Reese had a ton of aces in the game yesterday. Pisani-Gross getting after it. Matt Killigan over to Long. They dig him up. Ball's over, Quietek. McKilligan going to Cosmas, going cross court. Cosmas with the point. Again, Jane Cosmas getting in there, getting the kill. Jane got some action in the game on Friday against Rivera. That ball's going to be out of bounds. Ties it up at 2. So Going to see Lindemann back there. She's an outside hitter. Again, she led the team in aces last year, so we know she can serve. So watching her during warm-ups, she does have a serve. Takes a little off that one. Cosmas, the swing. Off the set from McKilligan. Ball's over. Needham is there. Quietek going over to Long. Long with the swing. They dig her. In deep. Pisani Gross there. Tight one. And Fiona's going to get caught up in the net there. Fiona kind of knew. Gonna laugh it off a little bit. 3 serving 2. Lindemann to serve. Jump serve. 2 players there along with the save. Pisani Gross going over. Going to Joko. That's deep. All tied at 3. All right, so Pisani Gross going to check out as Julia Marks comes in to play the front. Lydia Miedema. And the ace, Lydia. Lydia is second on the team in aces with now her 8th. Or at least according to the stats. I think the stats I have do not include last night's game, but touch, nice up. Oh, 2 players going after it. Jane couldn't get to that one afterwards. So Pisani Gross will come in, Miedema checks out. And Joko back there to serve with a 4-4 tie. That's out of bounds. Panthers picking up the service error. Going to see Vivian Carter checking in for Cosmos and Manuela Huevo checking in for Lorelei McKilligan. Carter's going to go back to serve. A little unorthodox with the jump, but it works. As Vivian picks up the ace. 6-4. Panthers, biggest lead of the match so far for either team. And it's going to be out of bounds. 5 serving 6 as we see Autumn Buckley. Buckley's a setter and a hitter. Depends on whether she's in the front or the back. Good talking out there by Thea. Free ball. Pisani Gross gets it. Carter going to go to Long, a little behind her, going deep, corner. That unprotected corner we like to call the exhaust port. Sophia Balducci going to check in. You can see Sophia's got the wrap on her leg. Sophia was all over the place in their match on Friday. Probably needed some kind of an intravenous. Probably could have gone to the drip bar over in North Beverly. Pisani Gross, Carter to Quietek. Big swing, no touch, out of bounds. 6 serving 7. Late arriving crowd today. We expected a bigger crowd, seeing that Danvers is right next door. It's a relatively easy trip over here, although Route 62 and Elliott Street in particular, you get a little crazy this time of day. We'll see Lauren Garofalo back there. Garofalo with the serve. Pisani Gross can't handle it. And that's an ace. Tough serve. There you go, make the pass. Carter going middle. Julia Marks finding the exhaust port. And after scoring the point, with the kill. Julia will check out, and she'll be replaced by Lydia Miedema. Pisani Gross to serve. Tough serve, hard to handle. Calls for a free ball. Nice up there by Sophia. Getting down after it. And the roof by Lydia Miedema. Lydia leads the team with 13 blocks. Again, my statistics may not include yesterday's game. And she's followed and got the corner. Two refs. Oh, I don't know. I think that got the corner. I think they might have missed that one. Especially when they both kind of look at each other on that. You have to wonder. Just go with it. Check reactions of the teams. 8 serving 9. Deep. And they can't handle it. Buckley with the ace. I'm sorry, Brown, not Buckley. All right, Panthers get the lead back. Back and forth affair. 10-9. Let's see Cosmos and McKilligan back into the game. And Carter and Weibo will check out. And Lorelei will go back there to serve. Lorelei has logged a lot of steps in these last couple of matches, especially the game on Friday, the match on Friday against Revere, which went 5 sets. Free ball, pass by Thea, going to Lydia. They dig her up, coming over. Lydia makes a play. Lorelei, going cross court, they dig her. Choco, oh, nice up. Nice rally got here. Oh, everybody's tipping it. Free ball coming over. Cosmos. Swing. Reese is there. Going back to Reese. A little give and go. And the kill. When you're a hitter, you like those ones where you make the pass to the center and they come right back to you. You get yourself a nice swing, a little good synchronicity there. Oh, and that's going to drop. McKilligan with the ace. 12-9, 3-point lead here. The way this one's going, this match could go on for quite some time. Going to drop it, they dig it. That ball's going to be up there, over the block. Going to Quiet Tech. Reese with the big swing and down. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Talia Urena as the Panthers take a 13-9 lead. Well, we get a little timeout, folks. Tell you a little bit about BevCam, what we got going on here. If you're watching this on our YouTube, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a single game this season. This really helps BevCam reach more people with videos just like this one. And we can all agree the Panthers deserve a larger audience. We also want to remind you that BevCam does more than just broadcast local sports. They also hold workshops downtown, which we'll get into in a bit, on everything from social media, starting your own podcast, and teaching animation. Check out the latest workshops available at BevCam on Eventbrite. Thanks for supporting BevCam. You know, we have a cameraman here who's working with us today, Tim Hezzy. He's going to be doing some workshops at BevCam, I'm told, on how to work the cameras, how to make the camera pop, he says. Also, if you want to learn how to announce hockey, Tim's our play-by-play hockey guy. Nice dig there by Cosmos. Lydia going over. And it's dropped in there. Seeing a lot of little dinks there and just tap overs. Teams are geared up for the big swing. Pisani Gross, Owen, Lorelei. Quiet Tech dropping it down. Reese playing a little crafty right there. So why Reese leads the team in kills. Not always about taking a big swing. Sometimes you just got to find the open spot where they hit them where they ain't, as they say. And now Reese will go back to serve. 14-10. Panthers lead. Good strong serve. Coming over. Nope, guess not. Lydia was there for it just in case. That goes down as an ace for Reese, her first of the day. Oh, into the net. Reese getting aggressive on that, trying to swing hard and hope it drops in front of the other team, but didn't get over the net. For the Falcons, we're going to see Emma Coffin check in. She's going to replace Garofalo. Coffin's going to come in as a hitter. We're going to see the serve from Gabrielle Lindemann. That one just sails a little deep. Zani Gross will check out. Marks in. And Lydia Miedema back there to serve again. Good, strong, tough serve. That ball's up. And Marks with the roof. As was mentioned before, I get Julia down at for 12 blocks in the season. She had a big game yesterday against Saugus. Another tough one. Ace for Lydia. Lydia, little tape shot there. Sometimes players feel guilty when they get the point off of a play like that, but sometimes it doesn't always roll your way either, so you just got to take them as they come. Deep and a little too long. 12 serving 18 as Angie Joko goes back there to serve. Joko to serve. Tough one. Designing Gross. Lorelei gets it, going over to Long. A chance to set it outside. And off the touch and out of bounds. Cosmos was there on the block, got a piece of it. Julia tried to get the wing out on it, but just couldn't. 13 serving 18. Tough one. He's getting it over. Lorelei popping that one over. Going for the swing in the middle. Deep one, quiet text there. Lorelei going to Julia, swinging through the block. That was number 12, Marks, going against number 12, Kendall Murphy. 12 on 12 there. And we're going to see Vivian Carter checking in to serve. She'll replace Cosmos. Lorelei will come out. And Manuela will come in. Left-handed serve, tough serve. Free ball, quiet tech, going to Carter. Carter going a little tight on that one. Manuela with the save. They're going to call Murphy for the net violation there. Panthers caught a break. Carter, 20 serving 13. Maybe with that unorthodox one. Marks, the kill. Julie's eyes lit up with that one. 21-13. As I was saying, Carter slightly orthodox with her approach and her jump. But it works. Nice save, and got ourselves an ace. So as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Got 22-13. And okay, that one didn't make it over. Guess I shouldn't have talked about her serving. 14 serving 22. Got Autumn Buckley over there to serve. One of the captains, along with Liana Casiotis and Angie Joko. That one's in the net. I'll make it 23-14. Panthers with the lead. And we'll see Fiona checking out, and we're going to see Balducci checking in. Beep. Playable. Free ball. Designing Gross. Going to Carter. Carter out to Quiet Tech. It's a little tight for Reese, so she tapped it. All right. Play back over to Reese. She got a chance to swing there. And the kill. Big swing. That was further off the net. Gave Reese a good chance to get an approach and attack on that one. Set point, 24-14. Sophia Balducci to serve. Sophia gets it over. Going outside, can't get the swing, and that's not going to get over the net. And the Panthers will take set number 1, 25-14. Okay.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
School, it feels like everyone's staring at me, and I'm just kind of not really a person.
It just feels hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
Try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at sounditouttogether.org.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the Lodge, the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse, as we celebrate 80 years of Smokey the Bear. How about that? Smokey the Bear has been around for 80 years now. Looks pretty good. If you're just joining us, the Panthers won the first set, put them up 1-0. They won that one 25-14 behind the offense of Reese Quietek and Julian Marks, and the aces of Vivian Carter and Lydia Miedema. Quietek and oops, I made a mistake in my stats. And McKilligan both had an ace as well. So the Panthers with 6 aces in that first set. All right, so we're gonna see the teams come in. Panthers were able to limit the offense of Danvers. Really, Danvers didn't get a chance for many kills in that first set. And when they did, the Panthers were there to dig it up. The digging and the passing of Althea Pisani-Gross, Reese Quietek, and Sofia Balducci made it a little bit easier for Lorelei to get those sets. And that one's into the net. Gotta be patient on those ones sometimes. Sometimes they look too good. You see Gabriella Lindemann back there to serve. Jump serve from Lindemann. And that's going to split the husband and wife right there. Make it a 2-0 lead. That's an ace for Lindemann. We had mentioned her serving ability early in the pregame. There's the serve from Lindemann. Pisani-Gross, Quietek going over to Cosmas. Cosmas going high. Set it outside. And the block. Up, and it's still playable. Couldn't get it. Lydia had the block. That was Emma Coffin with the kill. Lydia got a piece of it, and Jane tried to pass it, but they couldn't get it going. 3-0. Net. Still in. A let, if it's tennis. Make it 4-0. That's another ace for Lindemann. Quietek. Oh, and that one's a little bit congressional right there. 5-0. Another ace for Lindemann. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Harmon. Try to slow this process down a little bit. 6-0. Danvers got the side out, and the last 5 points have come from Gabriella Lindemann by way of 3 aces, a couple service points. Again, coming into the game, we were talking about Lindemann and her serving prowess. And just making our sports info people, which is essentially me, look pretty good on that. All right, so Coach Harmon, really, there wasn't a whole lot of strategy other than just calm down and make a play. Deep. Quietek. Going to Lorelei. Reese doesn't jump on that one. Looks like a free ball coming over, and that's going to be a Panther point to break the seal. Quietek, she had the swing on that one. She had the attack on that one. Didn't get the kill on it, but Reese going deep on that one. Another tough serve, making it tough to really get a good attack. And that's in the net. 7 serving 1. Danvers, nope, okay. I guess a player was in the net. Looks like they're calling Joko for that. I don't know. Angie's saying she wasn't in the net. But referees disagree. 2 serving 6 into the net, so that may be a case of ball don't lie right there. And now Joko will go back to serve. Seven serving 2. Serve from Joko, Quietek, McKilligan. Cosmos going deep corner. They had it red on that one. The block and down, double block there. Cosmos and Miedema. Jane may have gotten more of that based on her reaction. Lydia back to serve. Pisani grows out. Marks in. Tough serve. Nice play on it though. Lydia with the pass. Going middle. Marks. Going out of bounds. Panthers pick up the side out. Minima doesn't often get a chance to play in the back row except when she's serving, so she made a nice pass on that. Tough serve again, going outside Coffin, and the block gets over. And what do we got? Okay, so they're going to say net ball on the Panthers. The ball just was kind of hanging on there, and people didn't know what to do with it. Danvers serving 8-4. Ball's going to be tight. Nice up there. Lorelei. Went outside. Over the block. Out of bounds. 5 serving 8. Carter and Weibo will check in. And McKilligan and Cosmos will check out. And Viv Carter going back there to serve. Carter had 2 aces, a couple of service points in the last set. Tight one, going deep, out of bounds. Trying to go over the block there. Julia kind of is an imposing presence there, forcing teams to try to go over rather than through her, which leaves the ball's going out of bounds. Deep serve. Back row, libero, and that ball's up in the net. It's going to not come down. If it did come down, they'd have been able to play it. If it's not the third hit and the ball comes down on your side, you can play it. All right, so we're going to call that a do-over. Coach Harmon getting the do-over on that because the ball never came down. So if the ball doesn't come down, you can't really make a play on it. Essentially, the ball has to land somewhere on the floor. So the referee is going to explain this to Coach Arena. And so that's a do-over. No harm, no foul, really. Panthers kind of catching a break on that one. 6 serving 8. Carter, no jump on that one. That ball's a tap. Going over. Manuela dropping it down. Nice hustle there by Lindemann. We'll get ourselves a block there from Marks. Seven serving 8 now. Panthers serving, making it really difficult on Danvers. Tied up at 8. Panthers were down 6-0. Now they've tied it up. Vivian Carter. Carter deep with the serve. Popping it over. Pisani Gross to Carter. Carter going to Marks. Marks with the swing. They dig her. Ball coming over. Manuel with the pass. Carter going to Julia. Julia with the swing and the kill. I think Danvers may have been expecting a free ball on that. Julia kind of attacked it. Gets the kill. 9-8, first lead for the Panthers. Carter's going to send that one out of bounds. That's all tied at 9. The Panthers did a nice job coming back after being down 6. Still a lot of game to play, though. Garofalo checking back in. Tough serve, out of bounds, good eye. Quiet attack with a little help from Coach Harmon right there. And Balducci's going to check in for a long There you go. Referees just, like to check, make sure the substitution is proper. 10-9 Panthers. Balducci back to serve. And the block. That's down for Lindemann. Going through the block. All tied at 10. Adley Brown back there to serve. She's got an ace on the day. Balducci going to Carter. Quick set to Marks, and they can't get it. Joko with her first kill of the day. I believe. I may have actually missed one, but Danvers gets back the lead. 11-10. Into the net, and they tie it back up. Miedema checking back in, heading to the middle. Replace Marks, and Pisani Gross will go back to serve. Deep serve, out of bounds though. 12 serving 11. Autumn Buckley to serve. Kwiatek can handle it. It's an ace for Buckley, her first. Make it 13-11. Another tough serve. Again, Buckley with that tough serve right there. Again, senior. She's seen some action out there. One of the captains on this squad. 14-11. That ball's over. Reese will pick up the point. Yeah, it doesn't always end up the way you draw it, but the result is still the same. Side out. Cosmas and McKilligan back in. And we're going to see Carter and Manuela out. And Manuela Weibel, a exchange student from Brazil. Well, interesting story. Haven't had a chance to talk to her yet. I went outside, touch, slows it down. Nice play there. Good read by McKilligan. Joko powered dink right there, swept it through. (15-12). Garofalo out, Coffin back in. Another tough one into the net. 13 serving 15. As Fiona checks back in, and she'll replace Balducci. She moves to the front. One of these days, Sophia will get a chance to play in the front row. Kwiatek, deep, tough serve. Nice up. Oh, couldn't get it. Ace. 14 serving 15. Another tough one, really making it difficult. Another free ball coming over. Kwiatek, McKilligan, Miedema. And we're going to get a net violation. Panthers picking up the point. Ties it at 15 again. (15-15). Tough serve, ace for Reese Kwiatek. What makes that serve so difficult is it's essentially a knuckleball, so it's got a lot of movement on it. But you don't know where it's going to go because it's a knuckleball. Not much. Again, another one. So that one, she went a little deeper. And we're going to get a timeout as the Panthers take a 2-point lead. As I was saying, Quietech, she kind of changes her speeds a little bit. She has a knuckleball most of the time, so the ball's moving around. Really makes it difficult for those back row players. And Danvers isn't playing the whole team back. You can move everybody back if you want to, as long as the people in the front are not behind the people in the back. So some teams have 5 players back and a setter up, but Danvers opting really just to play a minimalist kind of serve and receive right there. Which means your libero and others have to cover a little bit more ground. So again, as I said, you notice they only have 3 players receiving. Okay, now a 4th player in Joko. She'll be receiving if it ends up in that spot. But tough serve, another ace for Reese. Timeout didn't affect her there. I got her at 5 aces on the day. 18 serving 15. And that one's into the net. He's trying to pick up another one. Almost made it, just a little low. 16 serving 18, Angie Joko. Designer Gross goes over. Going outside, swing over the block. Pisani Gross is there, taps it. Fiona gets it, and that's going to be out of bounds. Lydia was there on it. Nice play by Fiona to keep it alive. 17 serving 18. Joko to serve. That one's in the net. This set's been a lot about the serves. A number of aces in this one, a number of service errors as well. Panthers up 19-17. Tough serve by Miedema. Nice reception on that, though. Deep ball, out of bounds. That was Isabella D'Souza there with the attack. Outside Coffin, out of bounds. Point Panthers. Make it 21-17. Lydia Miedema back to serve. Yeah, that's in the net. And she'll check out as Pisani Gross comes in. And we're going to see Isabella D'Souza to serve. Down 3. McKilligan over to long. One's in the net. (19 serving 21). Deep ball, that'll be out of bounds. Pisani Gross with the eye. Emphatic with the celebration. A lot of enthusiasm from Thea. And we're going to see Vivian Carter checking in for Jane Cosmos. And Manuela Webo in for Lorelei McKilligan. Carter go back to serve. So we hear a cheer from the Beverly faithful, the sub-varsity squad over there. Going over to Coffin, the swing, and through the block for the kill. 20-22. We got ourselves a game here. Coffin will check out. Garofalo will check in to serve. That one's in the net. Her toss was a little out in front of her. Kind of made her have to reach for it, it looked like. 23-20. Fiona will check out. Sophia will come in. Tough serve from Sophia. It's going to be a free ball. Quiet Tech. Carter tapping it over, trying to catch him sleeping. And it's happening. Reese calling for it. Reese wants that one back. Chance for a swing. The block. Nice save. Keeping it alive. Julia going to Viv. Julia with the swing and the kill. And Julia saying, all right, get it back to me, kid. That's her 5th kill of the day. Julia Marks really coming along this season. She got playing time last year as a freshman. And we're going to get an ace from Balducci. That'll end that one. 25-20. Panthers go up 2-0, as they like to say in soccer. Okay, we're going to give you a quick little PSA, tell you all the things that BevCam does.
So, what's BevCam? BevCam is a place to express your creativity.
BevCam is where you have conversations with local leaders and your neighbors.
A place to have your voice heard in the community and beyond.
Yeah, but what is BevCam really?
They support local businesses.
They tell you about events happening in your area.
And they support the local music and arts scene.
And they do local sports too.
And keep you informed with government affairs.
The more people that get involved, you get more opinions.
And if I can do this, anybody can.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, but it could be more.
Like a state-of-the-art podcasting studio you can use at any time.
With updated private editing stations open to everyone and space on the walls to showcase local artists.
And studio space to support the local music scene.
Like provide equipment signouts and software training. Anyone can feel empowered to create their own content, say what they want to say, and learn new skills for a tiny fee.
But how is that possible?
BevCam is funded because the cable company brings its product to you through the telephone wires, and therefore the government can require public access funding. Help us grow while keeping technology and skills training accessible to everyone.
Thank you, Beverly.
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 A little much.
Okay, we're back. Now that you know everything that BevCam does, you know what a wonderful staff we've got. Just in, I found out field hockey result. Masco defeated Beverly 4-1 in field hockey. We know that was kind of a big one. Masco is always a tough one coming in. They've got good sports up there. If you're just joining us, Panthers have won the first 2 sets, 25-14 and 25-20. Panthers want to try to close this one out. Don't want to see a repeat of what happened on Friday, where they were up 2-0 to Revere. But it was hot and steamy in here, and I think they just ran out of gas. I think they got a little more energy today. Panthers getting a lot of aces in this match. And again, Quiet Tech and Marks doing the offense. Quiet Tech with 5 aces in the match so far. Vivian Carter and Lydia Miedema both with a pair. Julia Marks and Miedema both have a pair each of blocks. And Julia's also got 5 kills on the match. Panthers really so far have been able to neutralize the big hitting of Angie Joko. A lot of it has to do with their tough serving. It's been made it kind of difficult to make the passes, to get the sets, to get the kills. So Panthers hoping to do some passing their own right here. And we're going to get an ace for Danvers. That's Autumn Buckley, her third ace of the day. Both teams had a lot of aces in that last set. Also a lot of service errors too. And couldn't pull it back out. 2 aces in a row for Buckley. You know, it's, as they say, live by the sword, die by the sword. So you be aggressive serving, get a lot of get a lot of aces, but you also end up with situations like that. So Panthers pick up the side out there. 1 serving 2. Reese Quietek back there. As I had mentioned, Quietek with 5 aces on the day. That one's into the net. I don't know, did that hit Miedema or did Cosma save her on that one? So. All right, so we're going to see Gabriella Lindemann. She had 3 aces in these first 2 sets. She started off the action when the Falcons went on that big run to start this set, last set. Fiona popping it over. And going to Joko there, and she can't win the joust. Designing Gross couldn't get it high enough there. Joko keeping it alive. I think Beverly might have wanted a double hit on that because it kind of looked like it rolled onto Angie's shoulder and then she hit it up. But yeah, Reese asking about that right now. I don't think it was a lift. I think she made it clean, but the ball looked like it hit the player twice. After the block by Miedema. Doesn't technically go down as a block because they didn't get the point. Reese pleading her case. Doesn't look like the referee's gonna. You know, I think they may have missed that one. Coach Harmon, I believe, is aware of it, but we'll have to go back and look at the replay later on. If you're at home watching on YouTube, you can get a replay. And again, that may be the case, as I said, of ball don't lie. So the Panthers pick up the point there. Miedema back to serve, 2 serving 4. Ace for Lydia. Again, Lydia throws a knuckleball there. And it's hard to read those knuckleballs. If you've ever played baseball and swung at a knuckleball. That one's just deep and just missed the line, out of bounds. I think Lydia thought she might have had it there. Angie Joko back to serve. 3 serving 5. 5 serving 3. Tough serve. Fiona makes the pass, coming back to her from Lorelei. And she got the kill, excuse me. Surprisingly, that's Fiona's first kill of the day. A little give and go there between Fiona and Lorelei. Cosmas and McKilligan checking out. Weibo and Carter checking in. Panthers down a point, 4 serving 5. Vivian Carter gonna do the serving honors. All right, not until the referees have a little discussion. We don't have mics down on the floor, so anytime there's a discussion, we really don't know what they're saying, but we can only speculate. Going outside, over the block, off the net and over the block. And that was D'Souza with the kill, I believe. That'll make it 6-4 Falcons. Oh, Viv thought it was going to come off the net. 7-4, that's an ace for D'Souza. Isabella D'Souza, junior setter and hitter. Off the block. Good swing by Fiona on that. Popping it over. Free ball. Zani Gross to Carter. Carter going outside to Long. She dropped it. Take a little off of it. Touch. Nice up. Nice in. Not enough on it. Nice dig by Pisani Gross. Kwiatek got just a swing on that. They couldn't get it over. Just a little too far away from the net. 8 serving 4. Another tough serve. Dropping that one. Pisani Gross gets to it, and Carter can't get to it. Another ace for D'Souza. Isabella having some tough serves in this set. Deep, out of bounds. Again, you're trying to get points, so you get aggressive. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. All right, Balducci in for Long. Sophia Balducci serving 5-9. Sends that one deep. Out of bounds. Sophia's serve, it was not hard, but it was a soft but deep ball. Gave him a little trouble on that one. 6 serving 9. Now she's going to drop that in front. They dig it up. Carter, setters out. Pisani Gross going to Kwiatek. Reese into the net. 10 serving 6. That was a nice dig right there. I didn't see who had that dig. It was a nice play. That was going to be a tough serve. Garofalo checking in for Coffin. 10-6. Here we are in the 3rd set of a best-of-5 match. If you're just joining us, the Panthers lead 2-0. But they're down in this set 11-6 with the ace from Garofalo. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Harmon. So you saw the PSA. I already talked about the things we do here at BevCam. You too can do a lot of this stuff. We got podcasts. You can have a little TV show kind of thing, workshops. If there's something that you're good at and you want to share that with people, you can join BevCam. $25 a year. What a deal. Rumor has it that Tommy Donovan's going to be doing the magic of yoga on Channel 22 BevCam. Everybody knows Coach Donovan. He's more than just a Beverly sports encyclopedia. He's kind of like a yogi and a guru, I guess. Lauren Garofalo to serve, leading 11-6 over the Panthers. And another ace for Garofalo. This one's somewhat similar to the last set. 6-point lead for the Falcons. Pisani Gross, Carter going outside. Kwiatek swinging through it. That ball was blocked. It's good. Coming back to her again. No. What do we got? Okay, so it looks like they called a net violation. I don't know. I don't think the net violation was on the block. I think it was after. I didn't really see it. I was watching the ball, so I didn't see it. A little late on that, if it was off the block. But 7-12 nonetheless. Swing, Balducci's there. Carter going outside to Kwiatek. Reese rolling it over. Going middle to Murphy. That's going to be a kill Kendall Murphy, junior middle hitter. Joker will come in for Murphy. 13-7. You see Hadley Brown. The serve, tough serve. Pisani Gross can't get to it. That one just dropped off the table. It's her second ace of the day, 14-7. Manuela coming back to her left-handed swing and the kill from Manuela. First kill of the day. And her reward for that is coming out of the game. It's a regular substitution. There's no punishment there. Why would you punish someone for making a good play? So Manuela and Vivian will check out. And Lorelei and Jane will come in. Going outside. The block right there. Miedema. Miedema. He's got good height over there. She's real difficult to hit through. As you can see right there with her third block of the night. McKilligan with the serve, taking a little off. It got the line. Oh, wow. Maybe not. Okay. My vantage point looked like it got the line, but guess not. 15 serving 9. Then again, you got a referee who's looking right down the line, so I think he's got a better view than I do. Ace. Buckley with her 5th ace of the day. 16 serving 9. 7-point lead, biggest of the night. Johnny Gross over to McKilligan. Lorelei sends it over. Looks like they're gonna, nope. Thought they might have gone to Joko, and they're going over the block, and we got a net violation on the Panthers. Reese would disagree. 17-9. McKilligan going quiet. A nice dig off a big swing. That ball's up there, and we're going to get a double hit on that play. Referees have been quite passive on the double hits. But they couldn't let that one go. Too much rotation on it. 10 serving 17. Reese Kwiatek back there to serve. Reese, tough serve. That ball is going to be up. And no, they let that one go. Guess it was the ball. It went outside. Fiona out of bounds. 18 serving 10. Joko a little impatient. Wanted to get back there and serve. Luckily, they hadn't blown the whistle yet. They could have lost that serve. Oh, that's going to drop down. That knuckleball dropped down. Lindemann, her 4th ace. Lindemann and Buckley combining for 9 aces so far. Pass over. Lorelei gets to it. Reese sends it over. Going to Angie. The joust. And Miedema wins the joust. Her 4th block of the day. 11 serving 19. Lydia Miedema got the block right there, and now she's back there to serve. She's got 3 aces on the day. That one's going to be out of bounds. 20-11. Now Joko gets to serve. She'd run back there the last time. Wasn't her turn yet. It is now. Zani Gross gets it. Cosmas sends it over and out. 21-11. Biggest lead of the night for Danvers. That's going to sail out of bounds. 12-21. We're going to see Cosmas back to serve. The statuesque service. Good block there by Marks. Fiona sends it over. I believe that was a block, but off the touch. Reese is there. Pisani Gross going, and nice play in the point. Lorelei McKilligan with a heck of a play right there. Great thing about that one was I think we were able to capture the face on that one. And the effort in that face was fantastic. 13 serving 21. Jane Cosmas to serve. And we're going to get a little equipment timeout. Pisani Gross tying her sneaker. Shoelace, that is. Cosmas with a good serve. Going outside, over the block, they touch it. Reese going to Fiona. Fiona sending it deep. That's a tough one, and the point. Panthers picking up the point there. Off the attack by Fiona Long. Cosmas to serve. Going deep, tough one. Free ball coming. Reese, Lorelei, Fiona. Big swing off the touch and the kill. Got Fiona at 3 kills today, 15-21 now. Cosmas back to serve. Getting a little advice from coach there. And she gets it off the net. That's an ace for Jane. Yeah, we're going to get a timeout, try to slow the bleeding. Jane Cosmas rattling off a few right there, making a 5-point lead. Panthers were down 10 at one point. We've cut it to 5. 21-16. If you're just joining us, this is set number 3 of a best-of-5 match. Panthers picked up the first 2 sets, 25-14, 25-20. Although the score is a little lopsided there, the games themselves have been pretty tight, pretty exciting. Both teams kind of going back and forth. Panthers have had more kill opportunities. 15 kills to 7 to 6, excuse me. Both teams have picked up a lot of aces too. Jane Cosmas hoping for an ace there, and she does get it. 17-21. Cosmas back to serve. Deep. Another ace for Jane. That's her 3rd ace. Jane Cosmas back there, deep. Again, making it tough. Doesn't get the ace, but it's a tough one, so get themselves a free ball. Going to Marks. Got the tape. Okay, free ball. But not that free. And it's a point for the Falcons. I believe that was Kendall Murphy with the kill. And the Panthers with 16 aces. We've got about the same number for Danvers. That one's into the net. Yeah, Both teams with about 16 aces apiece. I don't know. I think Panthers trying to figure out the substitution. Okay, so Long will check out. Balducci will check in. Sophia will be serving 19 to 22. Sophia's got an ace on the day, multiple digs. She taps that one over. Going outside. That's going to be out of bounds. No touch. Point Panthers. Make it 20 to 22. All right, so we're going to get a conversation between the Danvers coach, Talia Urena, and the referee. I think she might have thought maybe there was a touch there. I don't know. 20-22, Sophia Balducci to serve. Going deep with that one. Pass going to go middle to Murphy. Murphy's going to send it over. Kwiatek, and that's going to go out of bounds. Lorelei got spun around a little on that one. 23 to 20 now. We're going to see Lauren Garofalo, who's got 3 aces, checking in. And Emma Coffin is going to check out. Panthers looking to side out here. Garofalo to serve. Deep, and a little husband and wife right there as the ball drops between 2 players. Let's make it 24-20. Set point. Falcons looking to extend this one. At least one more set. And that's in the net, not yet. Panthers will get it back. Miedema will check in for marks. It looks like Pisani Gross will go back to serve. Panthers can't afford to give up any more points here. 21-24, Pisani Gross. Solid serve there. Going outside, free ball. Cosmas. McKilligan to Kwiatek. Reese going deep with that one. Going outside again. Off the block. Falcons with the point and the set. We're going to a 4th. 25-21. All right.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
School, it feels like everyone's staring at me and I'm just kind of not really a person.
It just feels hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
Try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at soundedouttogether.org.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains.
There's no sparks.
But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
All right, there you go. You know, it looks like they changed the tagline. It used to be only you can prevent forest fires. Now it's only you can prevent wildfires. So there you go, folks. All right, so we are back for set number 4. Panthers are up 2-1. Danvers won that one 25-21. They got out to a big 10-point lead. Panthers were able to shave it down, largely behind the serving of Jane Cosmas in that one. But it wasn't enough. So now the Panthers going to try to get the ship righted and get right back to it. Both teams have an approximate number of aces, but the difference in the first 2 sets was the number of kills that the Panthers had. Panthers weren't able to get as many kills in this last set. Some of that had to do with the good serving by the Falcons. Lorelei McKilligan's going to go back there to serve to start the 4th. Joko. And Joko with the kill. It's her 3rd of the day. So the Falcons pick up the first point of the set. All right, so Lauren Garofalo waiting for her substitute. And Emma Coffin will check back in. Lindemann with the serve. Oh, that's going to drop down. Kind of looked like the Panthers weren't really ready for that one. When you got Gabriella Lindemann out there, you'd really kind of be ready. 5 aces on the day. Lindemann, another tough one. Another ace. Falcons really turned up the heat with their serves the last set. All right, so the Panthers are able to get the point there. 1 serving 3 now, Reese Quietek after the side out. Reese with the let serve. The tapeworm. That's her 6th ace. She had 9 yesterday. I think she's averaging about 5 or 6 per game, per match, excuse me. 2 serving 3. And that's in the net. 4 serving 2. We're going to see Kendall Murphy checking in. We'll see the libero Hadley Brown check out. And Angie Joko will go back to serve now. Joko comes up short. 3 serving 4. Another side up for the Panthers. Rosani Gross almost tripped over the ball. As we talk about Thea, we always like to shout out to her grandparents who are watching, always watching on BevCam. Ace for Miedema. That's ace number 4 for Lydia. She ties it up 4-4. Tough serve. Gonna set it back set, and that's gonna get over. Marks with the pass. Go back to Julia, the swing and the kill. Julia's quiet in that last set, but she does have 6 kills on the night. leads the Panthers in kills so far. 5 serving 4, Lydia Miedema. First lead for the Panthers in this one. Going outside. That's going to be deep. Panthers with the point. 6 serving 4. And as you can see over there, the Panthers have a concession. We got 2 people working the concession today. Past couple of games have only had 1. Remember, folks, it's all volunteer. We need help out there. Off the touch, Miedema getting to it, and the joust, and Marks wins the joust. Seven serving 4. Miedema, another tough serve. And not going to get there. The ace for Lydia. 5 aces. And we're going to get a timeout. Coach Urena. As the Panthers go out to an 8-4 lead, they were down 4-3 at one point. They got the side out, and Miedema has gotten the last 4 service points off a couple of aces. Again, Miedema with 5 aces. We got Kwiatek with 6 aces. We got Jane Cosmas with 3. Viv Carter with 2. McGilligan, Long, and Balducci all have an ace. Miedema's got 4 blocks to go along with those aces. Coach Urena is going to take the whole time. Well, you're allotted the whole minute, so you might as well take it. 8 serving 4. If you're just joining us, the Panthers are up 2-1 in the match. They won the first 2. Danvers picked up the last one, set number 3. We are now in set number 4. Lydia Miedema serving for an ace into the campfire. I don't like to see that coming out of a timeout. Ball dropping between everybody. 9 serving 4. Deep. Forced to play it. Another ace for Lydia. 10 serving 4. Back. The back row attack. Nice save by Marks. Long using that tape and the kill. Nice save by Julia Marks. She's more than just a blocker and a hitter. She can get after it. 11 serving 4. Both these teams really relatively young. Not a lot of seniors on either of these teams. Another one, another ace for Lydia. 8. Danvers only has 3 seniors. I think Beverly the same. So we'll be seeing these 2 competing fiercely next year too. Got an opportunity here. Over the block, Miedema with the pass. Going outside to Long, going cross court, kill, Fiona. That's 5 for her. It all started with the pass by Miedema. Talked about how she doesn't really get to play the back too much, except when she's serving. She gets replaced by libero a lot. But she's made some nice passes today. And into the net. But she came into the game, it was 4-4. She leaves 13-5. Not too bad, not too shabby. She got 8 aces on the day too. Serve, that's out of bounds. Good eye, that one was closer than it looked, but it does drop down. The Panthers pick up the point. Jane Cosmas going back to serve this one. Jane really did a nice job last set trying to get the Panthers back into the game, which they did. Good, tough serve. Makes it tough to get an attack, but they are going to attack. Coffin with the attack, and she gets the kill. Took a little off it, rolled it over into the middle. And now she'll check out, and Garofalo will check back in. 6 serving 14. Garofalo's got 3 aces on the day. And that one's in the net. (15-6). Sophia Balducci is going to come in and do the serving. Fiona Long will check out. Sophia Balducci dropping it down. Going outside. Lindemann with the swing. Kwiatek got it. Reese gonna take it. Pulling it back. Swing. Oh, and the kill. And that was D'Souza with the kill. She's got 2 kills on the day. Hadley Brown to serve. Down 7-15. Tough serve. Kwiatek is able to handle it, though. A little tight for Reese. Off the block. Read the block. Swiped it off the block. And that's kill number 5 for Reese. Again, we talked about Reese is a good athlete, but she's also a very heady player out there. That one was a little tight. It wasn't going to get a good swing, so she just power dinked it off the block there. 16-7. Pisani Gross out of bounds. Good eye there by Brown. 8 serving 16. And someone's going to go back and serve. Now we can see Autumn Buckley to serve. Buckley's been one of the top servers for Danvers today. She's got 5 aces. Giving the Panthers fits. Lorelei forced to tap it over and swing Lindemann. And take a lot of players over there. They run into each other. They make the play, and no point for the Panthers there. 9 serving 16. Again, a tough serve. Get 3 players going for it. I think there was a slight collision there. Tough one. Balducci with the pass. McKilligan going to Miedema, trying to get that exhaust port. Can't. Cuts the lead to 6. 10 serving 6. Another service point for Buckley. Tough serve. Balducci gets it, though. Going outside Lydia. A little too deep. 11-16. Balducci getting down after it. And that one's into the net. We're wondering if Coach Harmon would have called a timeout, but she didn't, held on to it. Kind of worked in her favor right there. Lorelei McKilligan serving. A 6-point lead. Going outside Lindemann. Balducci. McKilligan. Kwiatek through the block. Reese is not afraid to go up against the big blockers there. Got off the side of the arm and picked up the kill and the point. 18-11. Deep. Nice pass. And go to Joku. Big swing. That's in the net. 19-11 here. Panthers back to that 8-point lead that they had. Going deep. Making it tough. Swing, touch. Kwiatek going to send it over. Swing into the net. Again, that was a nice play there by the Panthers with touch on the block, and then Lorelei, I think it was, got the dig on that. And then Reese sent it over. 20-11. Lorelei McKilligan. Again, making it tough to get the good passes. Balducci, McKilligan, Quietek. Reese just going to take a little off it there. Joko sends it over. Lorelei gets it. Two players talking. Good conversation over there. Going to Joko, the tap. Hey, Cosmas there, make the play, still alive. No. Jane Cosmas there for the play. Couldn't really do much else than what she did. Worked out in the Panthers' favor. Nice dig there for Jane Cosmas. Cosmas having a nice game today, too. Panthers stretched the lead to 10. We're going to get a timeout here from Danvers. Panthers, let's see what we got coming up these next couple of days. Got a lot going on. Panthers will be playing on Thursday. It won't be at home, though. Actually, no, I think. Actually, that was supposed to be a game against Saugus. That one got moved to yesterday. So no schedule there. And I think we'll be back here on Friday as the Panthers take on the Big Blue, Swampscott. So the Panthers picked up the win against Saugus there, hoping to do so here, and then they'll play Swampscott. We'll be covering boys soccer tomorrow at Frank Forty Field. We're going to get a free one. Quietek. Back set to Cosmas. They block her, but Jane picks up the point. Cosmas kind of doing it all today. She's got a few aces, a couple of big digs, and the kill right there, 22-11. Lorelei McKilligan to serve. Lorelei popping that one down, forcing it, coming over. Balducci back set to Quietek, the swing and the kill. Nice set. I'm sorry, not Balducci, Pisani Gross. I like to give people the credit when it's due. That's 7 kills for Reese Quietek. And the assist to Althea Pisani Gross there. Nice back set. Tough serve. Going outside to Souza. And that's going to fall down for the point. Lorelei, I think, thought it might have been going out. And Sophia might have got deked a little bit on that one. 12-23, Gabriella Lindemann. 6 aces on the day. Tough one, that's going to go out. Okay, not out. Point Danvers, another ace there for Lindemann. I think the Panthers needed to sell that one a little. Another tough one, Pisani Gross. McKilligan back set, Quietek going deep, down for the point. Again, Reese showing that intelligence, that athletic awareness out there. Hitting the exhaust port as everybody's creeping up and getting ready for a big swing. Now she's got herself a match point here, 24-13. Reese Quietek to serve. And that one's good and finishes with the ace. Reese Quietek with her 7th ace of the day. And it wasn't even the most on the team. Lydia Miedema had 8 aces on the evening. Reese with 8 kills. Julia Marks with 7. Fiona Long with 5. But you don't get those kind of kills if you don't get the sets from Lorelei McKilligan making a nice job out there. And she can't make those sets without the good passing from the Panthers' back row there. So the Panthers will take this one 3-1 against Danvers. Again, we talked about the statistics there. I also want to mention Miedema's 4 blocks on the day. Both teams with a lot of aces, so that's obviously kind of the difference. Panthers more aces and more passes that they were able to hold on to and make some plays for the kills. So there you go. And that's a big win for the Panthers. That puts them at 3-1 now. And they're going to be taking on an always tough Swampscott team on Friday. So there you have it, folks. All right, so we'll be back here tomorrow out on Frank 40 Field covering boys soccer. And then we'll be back here in the lodge on Friday as, again, the Panthers take on the Swampscott Big Blue. With that, folks, we're going to say goodbye. I'm Rich Francis. We'll see you later.